Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Entertainment Podcast, your source for all things entertainment. I'm your host, Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Lee Zohlman on the line. He's Commercial Director over at Sport Business Group Americas. Lee, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I hope to make this a really entertaining show, but also give some good insights into sports marketing, sports sponsorships, and anything else, I guess, that comes up.
Oh, man. So, yes, I am excited to get into sports sponsorships and sports marketing with you. You are the guy for that. But before we do that, let's just go a little bit further into what you're doing over at Sport Business Group Americas. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, sure. I just, I sit in front of a computer, write some emails, and they send me a check every other week. It's kind of that simple.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. What?
Yeah, sure. No, seriously. Sport business has been around almost 25 years, and we're leaders globally in providing a comprehensive data, intelligence, and analysis in the business of sports. So think of it as almost like Bloomberg for the business of sports.
Wow. So a lot of, a lot of business owners, a lot of executives, a lot of entrepreneurs listening. Let's just get right into sports sponsorship and sports marketing. So what kind of things should these executives, leaders in business be thinking about when it comes to sports marketing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a broad topic, but, I think that, any executive or any staffer at a brand is going to think, what are our objectives, either short or long term? How can sports help that? What are our challenges? And, where can sports marketing fit in? Does a brand need just more awareness? Do they need to actually reach out and touch a consumer? So it's those kinds of things, but that would be very high level.
So I got to get a story out of you, Lee, because when we're talking sports marketing, I feel like you have some things up your sleeve because you're not just sitting at a desk sending some emails and getting a check. I know because you're making things happen. So give me a story.
Well, yeah, right now, Sport Business Group Americas. So we have three main offices around the world. We've got London, which handles Europe, is actually our global headquarters. Singapore handles all the Asia Pacific region, and then our beautiful office in Miami, Florida handles everything for the Americas. So we really provide the intelligence and the information on a daily basis to to players in the world of sports. So it's everyone from NFL, MLB, NASCAR, to financial services firms, to broadcasters like ESPN and NBC. To obviously agencies are a big part. We've got the smallest agencies and the biggest agencies in the world using our products, and also universities. So we're really a provider of information. But what I love is that I've worked in every kind of aspect in sports marketing and sponsorship, what I call the triangle. I've worked on the brand side, the agency side, and the team side, buying, selling, activating sponsorship. And what I love is that I'm able to offer some phenomenal resources to those who sit in those roles now. But you asked me for a story, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I want. I know you got something up your sleeve for me. I'm not gonna let you off the hook with that one, Lee. Come on, because you worked in all different sides of it. Come on, lots of good stuff.
Yeah. I'll give you a good story because I definitely didn't come to sitting as a director for an international company by the normal route. Normally, you graduate university, maybe you go for grad school, and then you start up climbing the chain. I had a very, very different career for a long time, and I ran a triathlon coaching company for professionals and amateurs, and I ran that quite successfully. We built it into being one of the top 5 largest triathlon coaching companies in the U.S., and that kind of parlayed me into sports marketing. And the way that happened quickly is that I was running, at the time, I was running the coaching company full time, many employees, but I was also procuring sponsorship for professional athletes. And I was sitting in an airport literally on the floor because there were no seats left, sitting on an airport on a layover, and I saw a guy next to me in a triathlon T-shirt, just a T-shirt advertising some try, and just started chatting with him. Obviously, you know, I raced tries for a long time, and it was my whole life at the time. And turns out he was director of marketing for one of the largest electronics companies in the world.
Wow.
Started chatting with him. We hit it off really well. And through a number of, I guess, fortuitous events, ended up doing hundreds of thousands of dollars in sponsorship deals with him over the years. And that was only because I just started chatting with a guy next to me at Dallas Airport on a layover. And, did multiple deals for events because I was representing events and I was representing athletes. And I love that one. He's still a close friend. I actually talked with him 2 days ago. We still keep in touch frequently. And I love that story because it's a lesson in being extroverted, or it's a lesson in always be prospecting if you want to be more specific. So I just love that story.
Any interesting trends that you're noticing from your vantage point? So being in the in the thick of sports marketing and sponsorships, any interesting trends? Yeah,
obviously the trend is to connect digitally. I think that's a big trend. Obviously social is a big one, and gaining followers and using social to push out messaging. Storytelling is a big one. Brands want to use either events or social for storytelling. But I work a lot in experiential. I handled experiential event marketing and sponsorship for one of AT&T's brands as well as other brands for many years. So experiential is really big. You go to an NFL game and you're outside and, they've got some sort of contraption, some sort of experience going on for a brand. That sort of experiential marketing, that's still needed. It's still very popular now. And I think that will remain so because it really does help the brands to connect with the consumer.
Man, that's awesome. So Lee, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information or they want to learn more about Sports Business America, what's the best way for them to reach out and to learn more?
Yeah, sure. They can. I'm on LinkedIn, so you have my name there. LinkedIn is a good way to communicate. My own website, which is just my own personal thoughts and writings, is Zohlman.com. And then I don't do actually personally much. I'm on a social media cleanse as of late. So really LinkedIn, Twitter. Actually, I do stay on Twitter, so just at Lee Zohlman. And so that's really my only one. I've paused on Instagram, Facebook, and really anything else. So really just Twitter and LinkedIn.
Oh man, well enjoy the cleanse. I love it. That's really good. I wish I could do so. They won't let me, but I want to. I guess that's my business, so I'm not allowed, right?
Yeah, you're not allowed. And I totally get it, but I do recommend it for people, and it gives you a good bit of clarity because we've all been in social media for so long. It's so much ingrained in us, and in a lot of ways, it's almost like a habit. And not having it, not being on the plane of thinking about doing something or interacting with something because of the way it would connect on social, and just doing things for the pure value of it. It's really cool.
Man, that's awesome. Well, Haley, it's been great catching up with you on this episode, and appreciate all your insights on sports sponsorship, sports marketing, and kind of what's going on in your world over at Sports Business Group Americas. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Entertainment, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to hear what kind of things you're working on. And Lee, thanks again for coming on the show.